Winter is when gardeners feel like they got their act together. The beds are quiet, nothing is growing, nothing is failing in front of you. And that alone changes how everything feels. You finally have space to think. You sit down with a notebook or a screen, you sketch things out and you move crops around. You decide what goes where. You tidy up last year's ideas, you make them better. It feels good and it feels responsible. It feels like you're doing proper gardening even though you're not outside at all. And that feeling is exactly why winter planning is so powerful and so misleading. Winter planning feels productive because the garden isn't arguing with you. Nothing is pushing back. There are no struggling plants to make you doubt any decisions you make. No soggy soil forcing you to rethink a layout. No time pressure making you compromise. You're thinking in clean, quiet spaces. And clean, quiet spaces make ideas feel solid. In winter, every decision feels safe. You can change your mind as many times as you like. You can redraw the bed 10 times over. You can move a crop across the garden without disturbing a single root. Nothing suffers, and that freedom builds confidence. You start to feel like the plan itself is the work, but the garden doesn't see it that way. Winter planning happens in your head. You're not dealing with wet soil. You're not dealing with cold ground. You're not dealing with roots, microbes, pests or stress. You're dealing in ideas, and ideas behave very differently to living systems. Ideas stay neat, gardens don't. This is why winter planning rewards effort more than accuracy. The more time you spend on it, the better it feels. You tweak spacing, you optimize layouts, you research varieties, you refine your sequences. Every adjustment feels like progress, but none of it is being tested yet. There's no feedback, and that's the key thing. In winter, effort and confidence rise together. The more effort you put in, the more confident you feel. Spring breaks that relationship. Once things start growing, effort and outcome drift apart. You can work harder and still feel behind. You can plan carefully and still spend your time reacting. Winter hides that reality, and spring brings it straight back to the forefront. The real danger with winter planning isn't that it's wrong. It's that it feels finished. You close that notebook, you lean back, and you feel ready. You tell yourself the thinking is done. Spring just needs to follow the plan, but spring doesn't care about your plan. The plan has to work with spring. This is why winter planning often creates attachment. You've invested time, you've invested thought, and you've invested care. So when spring starts pulling the plan apart, it feels uncomfortable. You resist changing it. You try to make the garden fit the plan. And you hold on longer than you should. That resistance is quiet, but it matters. Winter planning also makes the garden look simpler than it really is. On paper, everything lines up nicely. Beds fit together, crops slot into place, timelines look tidy. Real gardens aren't tidy. Plants sprawl and roots compete. Conditions overlap. Nothing stays in its lane. Winter smooths all of that out, but spring puts it back. This is why winter feels calm and spring feels messy. Not because spring is chaotic, but because winter removes friction from your thinking. When living systems wake up, friction comes back. Another reason winter planning feels productive is because it's measurable. You can tick things off, you can finish tasks, and you can say, that's done. Gardening rarely gives you that feeling once growth starts. There's always something changing, something unfinished, something you need to watch rather than fix. Winter gives you closure and spring takes it away. Winter planning also creates a strong sense of control. You're deciding things early, you're staying ahead, and you're anticipating problems before they even happen. That feels reassuring, especially after a tough season, but control based on prediction is fragile. Spring replaces prediction with reality. This is why so many gardeners feel like their plan disappears by late spring. They didn't abandon it, they were forced to renegotiate it. Spacing changes because plants behave differently from what was expected. Timing shifts because conditions won't line up. Crop choices change because stress levels weaken what you couldn't see in winter. And the plan didn't fail, it just met reality. Winter planning also encourages over-precision. Because nothing is happening yet, it feels sensible to decide everything. Exact spacing, exact dates, exact sequences. Precision feels like mastery, but precision without the feedback is guesswork, and gardens are very patient with guesswork. They don't punish it straight away. This is why highly detailed plans often unravel faster than simple ones. The more assumptions you build in, the fewer ways the plan can bend. Spring always brings variation. Detailed plans resist it, loose plans absorb it. There's another quiet issue with winter planning that doesn't get talked about much. It resets memory. Every winter, most gardeners start fresh. A new notebook, a new spreadsheet, a new plan. Last season fades into a story rather than something you can really learn from. Details blur, patterns soften, lessons lose their edge, and the one thing the garden cares about most gets left behind. What actually happened? That's why gardeners repeat mistakes they swear they learned from. Not because they forgot, but because the system they use to plan doesn't carry learning forward. Winter planning looks ahead. Gardens demand memory. This is why winter planning can feel productive and still set you up to struggle. It rewards clarity instead of continuity. It makes you feel organised while quietly disconnecting you from the garden's history. This is also why spring can feel disappointing. You did the work. You planned properly. You were thoughtful. And yet, spring still feels reactive. That gap makes gardeners doubt themselves. They shouldn't. The issue isn't the effort or the intelligence. It's how planning fits into a living system. And this is why I keep mentioning GrowTrack through this series. Not as a replacement for winter planning, but as a way to change what winter planning is built on. Winter planning works far better when it starts from memory, not hope. From what actually happened, from what struggled, from what recovered slowly, and from what surprised you. GrowTrack exists to hold that context so winter planning doesn't reset every year and pretend the garden is new again. Winter planning is grounded in real history. It changes tone. It becomes lighter, more conditional, and less rigid. It stops trying to predict outcomes and starts preparing for responses. That doesn't make spring calm, but it does make it easier. This video isn't about stopping winter planning. Winter planning has value, but its role is smaller than most gardeners think. Winter is for orientation, not instruction, for direction, not certainty. If there's one thing to take from this video, it's this. Winter planning feels productive because nothing contradicts it. Spring exists to do exactly that. In the final video of this series, we'll talk about the one problem every garden plan ignores. The thing that quietly undermines plans, calendars, copying, and even experience. And once you see it, everything we've talked about will click into place. For now, remember this. If your winter plan felt perfect and your spring felt messy, nothing went wrong. You just moved from ideas into reality. And reality always has the final say. I'm Tony O'Neill, and this is Simplified Gardening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.